All right, so let's get to the graphic design
Okay, yeah.
specific discussion. So dude, tease, I was looking at some of your stuff today,
Oh,
and
really? Okay.
yeah, I was like, I've clearly I've seen a lot of your graphics before, and they're pretty freaking awesome, dude. Like
I appreciate that. Yeah.
my favorite one has to be your banner, and
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah, it has the grain textures and the maximalism on there, and I'm like, dude, that it looks
Right.
so freaking good. Do you main Carol?
I do main Payroll. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's greatest character in the game for me. In my
Oh
humble
yeah.
opinion.
Oh
But yeah.
yeah, dude. Like, it looks so freaking awesome. Um, and he got like paint. Oh, he got so much
Yeah.
paint on here, and it's
I have kind of moved away from the paint. Unfortunately, I
yeah,
could maybe go back to it, but at this point in time, I'm making like mostly graphics at this point. I
yeah,
haven't like really made a banner in a long time, actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't made one, and I want to say like a few months. So I think,
A banner or
yeah, banner.
okay, yeah.
Just in general. But
Right, yeah.
but yeah, dude, like yeah, you got some real good stuff. So what how long have you been we were talking about this off stream, but how long have you been doing graphic design for?
Yeah. I really started in high school, so about 7 years.
Hmm.
I'm a junior in college now. So yeah, that would probably add up. Um uh like it really
Dude.
started after a like teacher just came up to me like in the hall. Like it was like a orientation. I think that's how it's like people call it.
Mhm.
And he just came up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to see this cool classroom?" And I went in there. I was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool." Like there was some cool like Mac. Wait, what are they called? Like like the computers, like the MacBooks. I think they're not MacBooks though. They're
Um
it's
Linux?
like the Apple like it's like the Apple computers. They just call Macs.
Yeah, there's yeah, those are Macs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
the OS is the Mac, which is a Unix based operating system, and then you got
Gotcha. Yeah.
the actual physical hardware, which is all in all, it's a MacBook.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. Well, basically, they were like lined up. There was like 5 rows of them. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. So a couple months later, I come back and I'm in the class, and that's kind of how I started my journey. It was just like I was like literally just making memes like every day. It was kind of fun.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, you sounded like muffled for like just 1 second. You say you're making
So I was making like memes in the class.
oh
Like I was
yeah.
just making like the dumbest things ever, but it actually enhanced my skills. So, I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's a way to start. So,
Yeah, for
dude,
sure.
yeah, dude, that's right on. So like for those who don't know teas as quite as well as maybe some others, like what's who's your target? Yeah, who's your target audience?
My target audience, I mean, at the moment is like just Smash Bros. Players or like just people in esports. Like those are the people that come to me for commissions all the time. Just because I love like making 3D models and love using 3D models of like like in-game characters. Like for example, Smash, I've used like basically every single character you can think of from that game. I've used them in a design, and
Yeah.
people love that. If they see their character and they're like, okay, let me see if I want to have a banner or I want to have a graphic, and then they work with me, and then I make them something, and it's usually fun. So
Yeah. You gotta show me how to you gotta show me how to like extract game models, like
oh, I
3D
could
models
totally
from
show you that. It
dude.
was it was very confusing because I do you know what Blender is?
Yeah, I use Blender,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So um I didn't know anything about Blender before I like actually went into like design. But one of my friends, I think you know them too, retro
Yeah.
artists. Yeah, he helped me like with the models, and I was like, okay, let me actually like make this work. So I just practiced for like months, and I got better at it, and I figured out how to do it. So
Yeah.
it was pretty fun.
That
I could totally
sounds
show you sometime. Yeah, just
yeah.
literally let me know.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up on that.
For sure.
So
All right.
I've been searching, and there's like one of the tools no longer exists, and
Oh, really?
so yeah, there's like I have to look at my notes, but there's a tool, like a very particular tool that used to be downloadable, but now it's not, and so I'm like,
Okay,
where's it
yeah.
at? Yeah,
I
so
think I
I
might know
was
what you're talking about, actually.
yeah, and do you know Trash Boat, by the way?
Yeah, I know them.
Yeah, I was asking him, I was like, hey, I don't think this tool is out there. And he's like, oh, I don't even know what the new tool is. So but so I'm still
That's a
trying to
bit
figure
awkward,
that one
yeah.
out. Yeah.
What do you use? Like, what's system do you use? You use Windows?
Yeah, I use Windows.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Windows 11.
It's a, for me, I used a Mac, like a Mac book, basically my entire life. So, um, it's a slightly different process, but I also know how to do it on Windows, I believe. So I can help you with that for sure.
Yeah. I used to use Mac, but wait,
Oh, what's the change?
oh, because well, Windows desktop is less expensive, but
That's very fair.
yeah, and the Mac desktop that we had, the Mac Tower, was man, it was we bought it in 2009,
Uh,
and I started learning on a MacBook, not a MacBook, the Mac, the Tower,
yeah.
um, in what was it? It was 2011 actually,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
been a while.
yeah, so that's when I started learning Photoshop and some of
Okay.
the other ropes in graphic design and stuff, and what appeals to audiences and whatnot. So
That's
it
good.
was
Yeah.
yeah, that
Wait,
it was.
I'm actually interested. How did you get into graphic design?
So it's interesting because I started off in Flipnote Studio.
Okay, that's fire.
So yeah, I was like, at first I saw Flipnote Studio on the Nintendo DSi.
Mm.
What was it? It was like a Nintendo. It wasn't Nintendo eShop at the time. It was like something, the I don't know, the e something
Oh,
shop.
I have no idea. Couldn't tell
I
you, but
I don't remember what it's called, but I'll say I looked at it. They had like previews of different pictures of, because you know how the like a Play Store and Apple Store are, they'll
yeah,
give you the
yeah.
preview. So I was looking at it, and at the time I'm thinking, oh, illustrations, that's for a younger audience, and then and of course we know now that's definitely far further from the truth, but.
I mean, yeah, but that's yeah.
Yeah, and so I decided, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna give this app a try because I don't know why.
I
I'll
mean, why
just
not? You know,
try
just
something
touch the
new.
waters. Yeah.
Yeah, and touch the waters, dip your toes. And so I started liking it, and then I started like
Mm.
making Flipnote animations and whatnot, and posting it to Flipnote Hatina.
Okay.
And so I think one of my Flipnotes kind of sort of like half popped off.
Oh, yeah, okay. Blew up.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, sort of, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
And then 2011 is when I started learning Photoshop, and so that's kind of where I count the graphic illustration, and design experience.
Okay. Yeah, that's the beginning of it all.
Yeah, so that was the beginning of it, and then
Okay.
decide, okay, let's go to college. What do I want to do? Researched it. I went, oh, you know what? Let's do some graphic design, or let's major in graphic design because I
Okay.
thought, oh, maybe this would be fun, and it is. It is. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. I like it. Later found out I wasn't. I'm a little bit more. I do primarily IT work now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a side gig, or graphic design side gig for me, and then
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
that's how I got started in it. And then there was a lot of critiquing, a lot of feedback, a lot of positive feedback that I received too. Some of it was solicited, and others weren't solicited, but even those people who weren't giving me solicited feedback, it was still helpful. I mean, I still
Yeah.
learned from it. So
Like you gotta take like all criticism, even if it's like negative. Like you have to think about it still. Like okay, instead of like ignoring this, like actually, like how can I like recorrect some of the stuff I've done? You know,
yeah.
or like mistakes. Like they can. It's hard to fix mistakes in Photoshop, like bad habits, for example. Um, but like if you do practice them, like you can definitely become better at it, like 100%.
Yes. And practice makes perfect. So
Yeah, I
even
would
if
agree.
it's not, yeah, like it might not make anybody like perfect on a, a literal sense, but that just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
goes without saying. But
No
so
one's no one's perfect. Yeah, so I get that, but you can be
yeah.
perfect in your own way. That's what I'm kind of trying to get
and
at.
and I say that because I know some people are perfectionists, and I can kind of be a perfectionist to a very small extent. But
Right. Yeah.
and it's but it's fun. The biggest thing is have fun with graphic designers. Anybody who's learning graphic design or might just kind of need to hear it again. Um,
Right. Yeah.
but it is absolutely 100% fun. Um, and you get paid for it.
Yep.
So
That's true. You can get paid
yeah.
for it.
So what makes your freelance graphic design business, like what makes that stand out from everybody else?
What makes it stand out? It's a good question. I mean, the way I actually get customers is like I do some advertising, but it's mainly word of mouth, and I think word of mouth is actually like the best way to go about something like this.
Yeah.
Um, because instead of you advertising yourself, someone else is advertising yourself or yourself for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like people will have like if they actually do think you're really good, they will actually recommend you like with like the best like compliments I guess you could receive. And I think that's the best way to go about it. And I've mostly gotten customers just from word of mouth.
Yeah.
So I think that might separate me a little bit, but I know a lot of other people get customers through word of mouth as well. That's just how it is usually. Um, but I do find it nice when it's just word of mouth and like someone just like comes into my messages and they're like, "Hey, I saw your designs and I got recommended to you by a friend," and like they just like have like the biggest compliment I've ever seen in my life, and I'm like, "Oh wow, thanks. That actually I appreciate that a lot." And then I just work with them and it's fun. Like,
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to
Um,
think like what else could separate me, but I don't think I'm like insanely unique, but I just try to be like very personal with my clients.
yeah. That's always a good thing. Yeah. And having conversations with
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Like
And
a lot of the clients I have now, we're actually friends, like in real life or maybe just online, because I've done so much work for them and I'm actually involved with their communities now just because of that work. And I like actively try to like push that narrative of being like a very personal person in like my workplace, and that helps.
yeah. And those are the people who excel as people who can be personable, but it's still
Right.
professional.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
So what
so
about you? Do you like have any takes on like the best way to stand out? Because I'm also willing to get some advice from this as well.
yeah, well, I can tell you for me, and maybe I don't have word of mouth. I'll be 100% honest, and
Right. Yeah.
from
Yeah.
that
That's fine. Yeah.
standpoint. But I will say that mine, I do pretty heavy textured grains, and I've done like a lot of grungy maximalistic looks and stuff.
I love grainy textures like and working with that like that's like
Yeah.
it's some of the coolest textures to work with.
Yeah, but I don't just do grainy textures. Like there's like flat design
Uh,
that I can kind of do. Like obviously flat design is not really in anymore. So
that's not
you
in.
gotta make it modernized and make
You
it
gotta
look
keep the trends up. You know.
exactly. Yeah, keep the trends up and get creative with like knowing how to like piece like old trends and make them look modern and whatnot. So that's stuff that I've
Exactly.
done before. Any but I'm sorry. I'm some
You're good. You're good.
I'm
I
flustered all of a
forget too,
sudden.
man.
It's like where did that come from? I have no idea. But
No, I get flustered all the time like this. Like it's
yeah.
like totally fine.
Yeah, but yeah, there's just a lot of depth of field that I've done in the past. Not quite recently though, but
Right. Yeah.
the main thing that I'm super great for, or one of the main things is color duotones, and so dude, I love colored duotones. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. You know, they have this really interesting Spotify look,
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
there's something about them. It makes such a good background that it's dude, there's just something about it that strikes me as really aesthetic, you know.
Uh-huh.
But
And like you're like, oh wait, I want to do this too. And so is
yeah.
that how you kind of got into that?
Yeah, that's one of the ways I got into it a little bit later down the road.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Cause
cool. Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, but the main thing the main thing I do is the texture grains, and
Yeah.
that's mainly what I do. Like a lot of paint. I have a lot of like paint strokes, and some people will look at that and go, "Oh yeah, that's you know, that looks really fire."
Like I want that.
Yeah, I want that. Please give me that. I want to consume it. Like, oh.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, what pieces pieces within your graphics of all of your graphic design, like which ones popped off the most?
Oh, the one that popped off the most, and I haven't reached that potential yet, or I have yet to reach it again, was this MK Leo one. Um, MK Leo, he's a Smash player. He's like one of the best. He's like
Yeah.
seen as like the goat of Smash Ultimate. Um, and like he hit this clip on Akala, like one of the best Japanese players, like quite a bit ago. And basically, he hit him with like a mid air with Byleth on Hollow Bastion. So I literally just recreated like the scene, used Blender, used Photoshop, and then like just like my fundamentals on design, and I created a piece on Twitter, and it blew up. It got like 2,000 likes, and
Dude.
I've been riding that high ever since. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it right
MK
now. You have
Leo,
it pinned on
yeah,
your Twitter.
I know. Yeah, it's been on my Twitter. Yeah.
How did that so I gotta ask, how did that get 2,000 likes? Like what made this a really good graphic design piece for those who haven't seen it?
I really think the main thing is like it being hype. Like it was a hype clip, and people love like in this day and age of Smash Ultimate, like it can be boring for some people, and I totally get that. Um, but if people see a hype clip and then they see like really like like an artwork like on it, they'll be like, oh my god, this is so cool. I have to like it, and I have to like give my take on it. And I think that's kind of why I blew up. And what's better is like MK Leo also responded to it. That was like the best. It was like the best thing ever. I don't know.
That's awesome.
So MKLeo also retweeting it and responding to it probably helps boost it a little bit more too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah.
But you
Uh
also have to get a bit lucky with it too. Like I don't think I posted it at I don't know when I posted it, but it was probably like a certain time where a lot of people were online too. Like you have to kind of think about these things. You have to get a bit lucky, but overall I did get very lucky with that one.
oh yeah. That's true. That is very true. Also cool, and dude, thanks for the 200 bits. I really appreciate it, man.
What a goat.
Yeah, he's being a goat.
He's one of the best. Is this the same guy that gifted you last time?
Yeah, this is yeah, he was the same dude I did a podcast
One of the
with.
best I've seen. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's awesome,
yeah.
dude. He had like, oh my gosh, he I won't get too into it, but he had some like pretty major growth
Yeah.
as a streamer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a streamer too. I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's very
dude.
cool.
Who are your like biggest sources of inspiration? Like how did it inspire your current style of design?
That's a good question. I think probably two people mainly. The first one, Retro. You know him.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best and one of the most hardworking like designers, like esports designers I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I don't know how he does it. Just the other day, he was talking about how he made like 2,700 graphics
What
this year.
the
This year, and I'm like, how? Because I feel like me at most I can make two a day at most, and like I don't even do that all the time. Like I rarely like make two a day. Um,
dude?
and he's like pumping these out like like 4 or 5 a day, I guess. Like that's the only way you can make those numbers in like a year. So
Does he like hire people to help him?
I have no idea. I don't know how he
That's
does it, but
insane.
it just inspires me to like actually like keep like working hard
Yeah.
and like if I have a challenge and obstacle in the way, like I can just work hard at it and I can probably overcome it. Right.
Yeah.
And also his like style of design is very cool too. Like I've taken inspiration from him. And then the other one, someone I met like a long time ago, back in like, do you know what the SCS is? Like Wi-Fi crew battles.
SCS, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So I met this guy there, and he was like this leader of a crew called Jackpot, and I basically joined that. And he was also a Smash designer. His name was Chain. You know Chain?
Yes, I've seen
Yep,
Chain.
yep. And he's like
Yeah.
he's really good. Like I think his work is probably the thing that inspired me the most to actually just get better at designing.
Yeah. Chain is, yeah, he's really good at
He's
graphic
really
design.
good. Like his
Holy.
fundamentals and like his like eye for like the color wheel and like just basically everything. Like his like hierarchy, his formatting. Like it's just insane. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah. It is insane. I think he's, I gotta see another image. Or I gotta see what is, oh, I think this is it right here. This how do you pronounce that? Nero?
Oh, Nero?
Oh
Or I don't
no,
know. I don't know what you're
that's
looking
retro. Never mind, that's retro.
at.
But but it looks similar though.
Oh, were you looking at my Twitter? Or...
Yeah, I'm looking at your Twitter right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. I haven't retweeted like a chain thing in a while, but I don't think he makes too many designs now. So
I see the top, what is it, the top 10 graphic or top 8 graphic? No, that is top 10.
oh, that's the PR graphic or
Yes, the PR graphic.
yeah.
And there's one from New Hampshire, and the second place winner was Duffy, and it has like a, it's like a, what is that? Is that a picture of Yoshi's side, or is that
I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
it? Here, I'll
Wait,
post it in chat.
okay. Sorry, I don't remember all my designs.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. But there's this if you look in the chat, like I think that's
Are you
his
sending it in the
side.
Discord?
No, oh, yeah, let me do that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
putting
sorry.
the,
That's what I was looking at. My bad.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I just sent it to you. Um,
Oh, I didn't make this one, unfortunately. But
okay.
this is a very funny graphic. I thought it was like so good I had to repost it. So,
Yeah, this was kind of funny. I think the
have you
Yoshi
played
one's pretty funny though.
do you play Clash Royale at all or no?
Crash, I'm sorry.
Do you play Clash Royale at all?
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay, yeah, this is like that's where it's from, and it's just like the emote is just like that's one of the emotes in the game, and he just like replaced it with Yoshi.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's very funny.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, I think you and I have very similar inspirations.
we probably do.
Actually,
Yeah, we use a lot of
yeah.
like 3D renders as well. Like I don't do too many like drawings. I use a lot more like 3D renders and like images and like combine them to make a piece.
Yeah. I figured out if you don't have the Smash Bros models in Blender, then what I've learned is to take a screenshot of that character and just
Oh my
like,
god, that brings up that's so good because that's I also do that all the time too. And that's like how I started at first. Like screenshotting is like it's so funny because it's like so like it's just really funny. Like that's how you like that's what you have to do to actually get like a render of like a character.
yeah, and then you gotta
Um,
just like sharpen it and clean up the JPEG noise.
literally, like you have
Yeah.
to do a bunch of stuff, and it's just the funniest thing ever. Like looking back at it,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I still do that, but
I still do it too. I still do it too. Like for like top A graphics, sometimes I get a screenshot and then I just like make it look way better than it like looks in the game, and then that's it.
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I still do that. But yeah. Oh, have you seen any of like, now I don't consider him like a graphic designer per se, but
Okay.
I guess he kind of is, in a sense. But have you seen Jagression?
Jagression. I think I've heard of them, but I'd have to see some of their work to like actually know who it was.
Okay.
I might have, I feel like I might follow them actually. I don't know.
He's got oh man, if I can find him. He has some some graphics where like he only uses rim lighting behind the characters and the
Oh,
background is
and
completely,
like
yeah.
the renders look so cool, and like I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He's really
I've
good.
taken inspiration from him too.
Yeah. His lighting is freaking
Like his
amazing.
lighting's insane. I'm nowhere near like that level of like lighting expertise in Blender.
Yeah. Yeah, he's mastered it.
He's
I was
mastered it for
looking
like
at it,
yeah.
yeah, and I was thinking, man, I didn't see a whole lot of his posts. I'm thinking, I hope he's getting clients approaching him because,
Yeah,
um,
I hope so too because his work is absolutely amazing. He deserves the recognition.
he does, he really does. What's up, Oso? So what are, okay, what are your favorite and your least favorite styles of art and design? You know, aside from the, um, like the current designs that you've made, like what are your favorite ones that you've seen from other people?
Um, I'll start with my best because I don't really know what I dislike. Um, but my favorites are like people that use like hierarchy and like really good formatting. Have you seen like some top 8 graphics where like the characters are stacked on one another? I do it all the time.
Hmm.
But like the characters are stacked on one another and it's like so beautiful because it's so organized. I
Yeah,
love organization in graphics.
yeah,
Uh and like I love formatting, I love templates. Like I love how like people can like make it look so cohesive and so beautiful just from organization. That's probably my favorite thing
yeah.
about
Are you
design.
talking? Are you talking about the like the linear designs where all the characters are stacked and then you have the top eight or
Yep.
the first
That's
place on top? Yeah,
that's an example, yeah.
yeah.
I do you have like a least favorite? I'm trying to think of one. I don't really know if I do.
Yeah. So as far as like the types of like my favorite and least favorite styles. So you know, obviously, you know, there's the maximalistic look, but
Yep, that's fair.
I really like the cool, like really cool and like sort of a dark, you know, those animations, like say Metroid Prime 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
I like animations like that. You know, those
Okay.
are
That's
really,
respectable.
yeah, anything that's sci-fi, man. I do love sci-fi.
Dude, sci-fi is
Sci-fi.
so cool. I love sci-fi.
Yeah, I love that. Logo designs, in general, I like logo designs a lot.
Okay,
Fluid.
I actually might have a hot take for that. I think
Okay,
that might be one of my least favorites.
really? Logo design.
It's just because it's like the creativity. Like I love creativity. Don't get me wrong, but it's out the door basically because you have to think of something like so new. You can look at inspiration, but like sometimes I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to logos, and I feel like I'm never perfect when I create one.
Mm,
It's kind of how I see it.
mm,
So
okay.
it might not be my favorite thing just because of that.
Yeah, because logo design, you want it to last for like 10 years.
You do,
So,
and like so you have to make it look so like you have to think about it a lot,
yeah.
and that's like something like that could be challenging for a lot of people, including me. I have a challenge with it. So
Yeah. Yeah, logo design. I like making logos myself. As much as I'm a logo designer, I haven't done one in actually a really long time. I think it's been a few years. Um, and then I love fluid animations, dude. Like you see, like
I love animations.
have you ever seen some of the more like the flatter design animations where you see like water just like splash on onto like some kind of surface? I don't remember, like they're like water will splash on itself, or you might see like grape juice or orange juice or something like that. Like
And like
I
looks very fluid and
yeah, and it looks super
like
fluid
wishful.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, those I love those. And especially like organic web designs, dude. I love seeing that. Now, um,
True,
I'll
that's true.
say yeah, or but now, kind of circling back though to the whole circling back to logo design. I will say personally, my least favorite has to be Twitch logos. Yeah, and I'm on
Okay,
Twitch.
yeah, that's fair. Okay,
I
you have like an example or like
so have you seen? Oh, let me see if I can find. let me see if I can find one here. Uh, so the reason though that I don't like Twitch logo designs is because so many people who design Twitch logos, they make it a full-fledged illustration. It's not
Yeah. Okay. That is
necessarily,
okay.
yeah, like it's not necessarily a logo. It's really more of, hey, here's an illustration that I made for you that that's not scalable, and it's like as soon as you scale it looks super. The details get lost, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in
I can see where you're coming from for that.
even in 4K, I would think that yeah, the details probably aren't going to be there. Um, yeah, and then so that's kind of my least favorite. Um, I
If I had to choose like my least favorite esport logos or logos in general, it would be esport logos. Like those ones, they all look like very similar. I don't even know the style, but they look so similar and they have like the same art style. You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen a few. I have to see it to remember it though.
That's true. I don't know if I have an example, but like
Yeah.
someone might know what I'm talking about in like the chat. But like some of them have the exact same art style, and I like it looks AI genuinely, and like I don't like it at all.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta Google it.
Yeah, I mean, you probably just search up an esports logo. The top three will probably look like that.
Yeah.
Like you could, if you know what I'm talking about, you can definitely notice it. But it's hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain it.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another one I don't like. So this is more so art, not really design, but uh traditional art and oil paintings. I used to like traditional art and oil paintings when I first started out, and I can still appreciate them, because
Yeah, yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. Yeah.
yeah, nothing wrong with oil paintings or especially, but man, I was looking at like some very traditional ones, and yeah, you can kind of see how yes, they did help us get to where we're at today, which is awesome. So you can't really criticize them. It's
Right. Yeah.
just they're kind of dated,
Right.
so
I get that. I get that. Like
yeah.
get with the times, kind of thing. Like
And if I had to make an oil painting, I'd have to add some really cool esportsy color palettes to it, or a color palette.
right. Yeah. That's another thing. Like do you like? Because I know you paint. Do you like to do more traditional stuff or also like digital? Like which one's your favorite?
Oh, I'm all digital. I
Oh, you
don't
are okay.
I
Yeah, I
don't do
didn't know
any
exactly.
traditional. I used to. Um, Years ago, I used to do traditional sketches. That was about it.
Okay.
And I have this really bad habit of holding the pencil really firm, and then when I'm measuring my proportions, I'm like, and it's like,
I'm loving the audio here.
but and I would press really hard too when
Yeah.
I was measuring the proportions, and that was just how I was. So I don't do that anymore. I'll use Autodesk Sketchbook on my phone, which the phone screen's small, but once you get used to it, it's fine. But
That's true.
yeah, wish I had a
Okay.
tablet.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I've only done some traditional stuff as well.
yeah,
Like I do love some of the mediums in that, but like I think digital is just so much better.
yeah.
Like it's way more efficient and like that's about it actually.
See,
So
I 100% agree. I agree.
on top of that, like if you make a mistake in traditional, it's very hard to go back on it.
Yeah.
And like I make a lot of mistakes, so I like being able to like go back on what I did instead of like being like, oh well, I guess I'm stuck with that.
Yeah. It's like, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
Control Z is like one of my favorite friends, so it's awesome.
Yeah. Control Z, man. Yeah. You don't do that
We
on
go way back.
paper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You have an eraser. It it smears if you're like me.
Oh yeah, yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah. What kind of graphic design is completely out of your scope?
That's tough. I feel like there's quite a bit actually. Um, I guess we can go back to logos because me personally, I am not the best like artist when it comes like to drawing. Like fundamentally, I do have the skills fundamentally, but like I'm not fantastic at drawing. I don't practice it enough. And for logo design, a lot of the times you will have to sketch stuff up. You will have to like be a concept artist, and you will have to like actually make something out of like your fundamentals of drawing. And when it comes down to it, I'm just like not the best at it.
Yeah.
So I feel like the scopes of like high end projects where you have to like draw, that's very tough for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Mine has to be web design because web design, I I
Okay.
never know. Yeah, I never know where like what pages to put for a client.
That's so valid. No,
Yeah.
I'll talk about my experiences with web design after this, but continue.
Yeah, so web design, because like okay, pages, but and I kind of have to rely on my design client to know exactly like what pages he needs, and so
Uh,
I'm just like you know what, web design, and it's also the for web design specifically, it's just I don't know, it's a process that I don't enjoy. Um, oh, dude, and okay, so many people like they'll start off with to kind of switch off of that a little bit, rotoscoping in After Effects.
oh, dude, I can't do that at all. There's no way.
I hate rotoscoping. I hate going into Photoshop and cutting a character out, and so I've just been
Yeah,
using
yeah.
my paint brushes to kind of to give them
It's
to
just like it's
mess.
very very difficult like
Yeah,
to like do it perfectly.
yeah,
So I just like I have my ways to just like go around it.
yeah,
So
right,
yeah.
yeah. But what about you?
For web design, I actually started getting into it like probably last year. Like I'm in college, and I'm in a club that's like basically the Center for Entrepreneurship. So basically, we're creating like a small business, and they didn't have like a graphic designer, and they didn't have a web designer. So that was kind of my role. And I never did web design before this, so I tried my best. I think I did a good job, but it's very tough because there's a lot of detail you have to like that goes into it, and not only do you have to think about the art, you also have to think about the technical side of it.
Yeah,
Like I have to think about where to put buttons, like where to like
and
where to put buttons. The only example I have for some reason. Um,
and
but
think
also
about
like the
like
back end of it too.
yeah. Oh yeah, the back end. Oh dude,
Yep.
I don't do I mean I'm in the IT business and all, but I'll be honest, I haven't really done coding before. I was gonna learn some
Yeah, yeah.
Python coding, but then I ended up getting another CompTIA Plus cert, so that didn't happen yet. Not yet anyway. But yeah, dude, like you got to think about the UI UX design, and you got
Yep.
to think about and not to throw any like insults at anybody in the general audience, but you know, not everybody's going to be technically savvy. Not
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
going to be tech savvy, and they're going to be like, "Where does this go? And what do I do here? How do I get here?" And it's like,
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice to be good at that stuff.
yeah,
And like that's something that's like I said earlier, I would actually love to be like a UI or slash UX designer, just because I have like good skills graphic design related. But like the back end of it is just going to be very tough for me to actually like fully learn and master.
yeah, it
Well,
takes
it
time
takes a
and
long time
patience.
to actually
Yeah.
get good at that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What is so what does production and the general production pre-production process look like for you? Now, do you like plan everything out after you do research or say maybe after you research some inspiration, do you just like start the design process and let it kind of, you know,
Like,
organically forge? Like how does that look?
okay, so that's funny because I feel like it's both, and I really want it to be more organized, but you have to also think about like creative block, and I get creative block a lot of the times, and I really want to like be on top of it. I want to plan out like when I want to design and what I want to reference and stuff like that. But sometimes it just like flows naturally, and you really have to just let it happen.
Yeah.
Like, if it's going to be organic, let it be organic. Like, don't try to like force it to be something else that's not going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that also just ties into the process. Like, you can't rush the process, and you can't like you can try your best to have like a set schedule around it, but at the end of the day, it's artwork, and you have to like it's going to be your creativity, and your creativity is not going to be like fully organized. It can't be like fully calculated. It's something that just comes naturally.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my stance on it. It's got a bit of both, and you still have to plan for stuff because it's going to be like a business at the end of the day.
Yep.
But it's also art. You have to think about that too.
Exactly. It is. It's very very similar to, or I mean, it is a form of art. So,
Yeah.
like you said, so that's stuff you just have to 100% plan for. And speaking of which, I'm just readjusting that here, and see, even as we speak, I'm like adjusting something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, now I got a question. So have you ever like used like do you ever like note take, or do you use like mood boards or mind maps, or
Like for what specifically?
like for pre-production when you're playing something out, like
Yeah, it depends on the project. Usually I ask my clients like what exactly they want. Like, give me details you absolutely wanted it, and I definitely make sure I keep a note of that. Like, you want to make sure like you're doing what your client wants at the end of the day.
exactly.
So keeping a note of that is very useful. Some people think they can do it mentally, but like you really should just keep track of like what they want.
Yeah, that's exactly what it should be, because if you try to remember everything, your memory may or may not fail.
Exactly, you're human. Like, you're gonna forget something.
Yeah.
Like, so at some point you will forget something, and it's gonna waste you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing with graphic design. It takes a long time to finish a commission usually.
Yeah.
Like, because people are gonna want revisions, um, and stuff like that. So you really have to like plan accordingly for that stuff. And if you can find a way to save your time, you should do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, mood boards are great. I used a mood board this year when I was working with a couple clients. Um, One of them I didn't because well, yeah, of reasons, but like, man,
Okay.
I of
That's another
reasons.
that's another story for another time.
Yeah, another story for another time. But like, I recently started using. Okay, have you heard of Jira?
Actually, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, so
No.
Jira. Okay, hashtag not sponsored, but
Soon to be sponsored though. Jira
yeah,
sponsoring.
yeah, they'll be sponsoring me really soon. Don't worry
Yep,
now.
yep. It's only a matter of time.
But dude, Jira, so it's a project management tool
Okay.
for a few different audiences. It's for IT, it's for design work, and it's also for marketing. But
Okay.
dude, it is amazing because yeah, no, it's amazing because whatever this was, I don't know. This looked very opposite of what I meant here, but anyway, um,
All right.
whatever. But no, and it's really awesome because because it's like a ticketing system. Okay, now
Okay.
if you've ever used IT, like an IT ticketing system, you get to have like multiple fields where like certain things can go. You can take certain notes in like different fields according, depending on their purpose, and then like start posting like multiple work notes as you go, like through
Yeah.
graphic design process, whatever, what have you. But yeah, Jira does that, and the nice thing is that I was for a long time looking for different like IT ticketing systems that gave you a freemium plan, that would actually allow you to customize all of your fields the way you want it to.
Right.
And I last Tuesday actually I found Jira, and so recently I started taking notes of like different clients who, even before I got to Jira, I would take notes of like clients who go, hey, I want this project, can you make this happen? And so
Hmm.
it's such a good way to if especially if you're used to working in the IT business, this will help you, remember like certain specs and certain
Yeah, yeah. Like
like and track
details
your
you wouldn't
progress.
otherwise think about.
Yeah, something that you wouldn't. Yeah, it would help you think of like things that you wouldn't think about sometimes. Like, I'm sure there's been a time where, like I'd write something down and I'd think, oh yeah, I need to ask him this question or that question,
Yeah,
and so it helps with that.
could be using it right now. We don't know.
Yeah, yeah, you should check out Jira, dude. It is a really cool application, project management application. It's really
Okay.
really cool.
Actually, I'll write it down. I'll take a look at it after this. Honestly,
Yeah,
seems cool.
yeah,
Sponsorship coming soon after that performance. Yeah.
dude, absolutely. Just don't tell them about my fingers, and then they'll sponsor me.
All right. Yeah. I mean, hey, I don't know then, So
Yeah, well,
they
let's
can
say,
interrogate me
well,
with their like psychic. When I thought they can interrogate me with their 2-inch like psychic powers,
yeah,
but it won't work. So
it'll work. It'll work.
yeah,
Um, but okay, let's say that you were forced to completely change your style of design to something that looks totally different from what you would do. What would be your new look and feel?
that's a. I've never thought about that. Genuinely never thought about that. Have you? Wait. What? Could you? Do you have an idea? Because I kind of want to think of like an idea.
I gotta go back to flat design 2.0. 2.0. Got it. I gotta go back
Okay.
there
Why is that?
because in my early career in graphic design, I was originally doing flat design, so I could probably unrust on it with it. And but colors are
Okay.
a strong color palette is
So like kind of minimalist, like stuff like that. You like?
kind of minimalist, but then try to like maybe add a little bit more to it than 10
Okay.
years ago.
I
Something
can,
would
I can, you,
yeah
that's funny because I also think like I can kind of see that style in your work still a little bit,
yeah
like just from the coloration of like how you do things.
yeah.
So it's pretty cool to see like how that's affected your designs later on.
Thank you.
That's it. And if I had to choose one for me, maybe maybe motion graphics.
Ooh, okay.
Like I do like animations and I like seeing them from other people. It's just a very lengthy process and something I've never like learned how to do. But if I had to change, then I would maybe do that.
Yeah, motion
Like
graphics can be fun.
like they can be fun and also like it could be very rewarding if it looks good. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a whole world of motion graphics.
that's true. We're like I'm not a part of that at all, but hey, that's cool.
Yeah, and I've seen some motion graphic designers in Smash and dude, and in the
Oh,
video editors
yeah,
too.
I've seen
For
some Vader. I've seen some fantastic motion designers in the Smash scene as well. Yeah.
yeah, there's been some really good motion graphic designers, some good editors that they would
Yeah.
bring in, and that might be it. Maybe I would do video editing. Maybe I want to do flat
That
design.
would be kind of fire.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
video
plus, video
editing.
editing would work very well with your streaming career too.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think I would probably switch to editing
Yeah.
if I had to completely
That's fair.
change
I'm down.
everything. But
Yeah.
I've done editing before. I've actually have done it many times. But yeah,
That's yeah.
it's not my
Probably
primary
nice stuff.
thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can totally see that for you.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the more darker side of working with clients here. Um,
Oh God. Yeah. I've got a few stories.
who was the most difficult client that you worked with?
Should I even say their name? I don't think I should. Like the off chance that they see this because I still work with them sometimes.
Oh, well then
So
better be safe than sorry, man.
yeah. So I'll just call them. I'll call them Bob. Bob, honestly, like
Bob the Pikachu.
they're not a bad person by any means, But anytime I would work with them, they would ask for like 50 million revisions, and it would take me days to finish like a design for them. And it was like actually brutal. Like and it was the smallest revisions too. Like one example of this was I finished a graphic for them, sent it to them, and they had some Photoshop skills themselves. They put a ruler on the graphic, and they were like, "Hey, can you change this angle to like 90 degrees or something?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's insane! Like the amount of detail you want on this graphic, and no, like that is insane." Like he would sometimes talk about pixels as well. Like I don't know how he would even see it. I never even saw it in my like own graphic when I created it. He would just see stuff I never saw and just like ask for changes, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is this?" Um, and it was just brutal.
Yeah. There's so many clients outside of like I now in the esports industry. There's a lot of what we call unicorn clients from what I've seen.
Mm,
But outside of esports, I won't say like everybody's going to ask for like a million revisions. There are clients like that, but then there's clients who they might ask for like one or two revisions, and then they're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"I'm good." So thumbs up.
yeah. Which is like I'm a fan of that. I the
Yeah.
um
So do they like have like a certain deadline for you, like where the deadline's super tight, or
the deadline. Yeah, it would sometimes be tight, and then he would ask for a lot of stuff too. So it
ah,
was just like it was like a double whammy of like I'm screwed.
yeah.
I'm like spending so much time on this, and like it's gonna be a bit late or something.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
and then like, but I love the guy though because he still gives me work. So how could you not? And also he's become more of a chiller too. So
yeah.
like he doesn't ask for as many revisions now. He like actually like he saw like what he was doing wrong. He was like, oh, let me just step back a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I hate though is like clients have like super tight deadlines. There you go. Dead
punch list right there.
tight lines. Yeah, we should call it that. We just coined a new term, tight
Yeah,
lines.
yeah.
Um
It's very niche. You know, you have to
yeah,
like know it. You just gotta know it.
yeah. Um yeah, like sometimes you have to pull all-nighters just to get a design done. And I can't
Yeah.
really do that anymore because I have a full time job. In fact, I've never done it before, to be honest. I think the latest I've ever stayed up for a design was probably 11. And
Really?
that's
Okay.
like not even my bedtime. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I just never even
So I guess
tried
like
to.
it would sometimes I would go overboard. Like sometimes if it was like a school night and I wanted to finish a design, I would literally like stay up until like 2 a.m. until I finished it
Mm.
because I was like, it's hard to like do that, but at the same time, like you know kind of like how it feels like when you activate the flow state and you just have to get it done.
You know what's funny? There's this one student who emailed me one
Yeah.
time when I was still this is like when I got better at design at the time. Um this one student emailed me and
Mm.
said, "Hey, I got a college project and I need some help on it. I'll pay you if you help me with this college project." And I'm thinking, okay, well,
I
he's
mean, he's
not.
paying.
Yeah, he's gonna pay. He's gonna pay me. And I'm thinking, okay, he's cheating for one, but I
That's
can't
true.
turn it.
That's a big issue. Yeah,
Yeah, like I can't turn that down. So I said,
that's true. It's still money. I mean, at the end of the day,
yeah,
who's gonna know? You know, like
he's gonna
this is
know.
the dark side of graphic design we're talking about right now. So,
The instructor goes, "Excuse me, is this your work here?" And he goes, yeah, no, but I said, okay. I said, what are we specifically looking for? So we went back and forth a little bit, and then he goes, I need this done tonight.
oh my god, he is actually that's insane. How big is this project, by the way? Like,
This project, I don't remember because it's been like 10 years ago, but maybe 9 years ago. But anyway, it was
okay,
it was a I want to say it was a was it a print design project? I think it was print design.
Okay.
And I have this habit. Well, it's not even a habit because I've only had this happen once or twice. But if somebody wants me to rush on a design project, I'll charge them extra, and I mean a lot extra for a rush fee.
That's very fair. And actually, I don't do that enough. I really don't. But that is very fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you should start doing
So,
that. I'm just
yeah,
kidding, but
honestly, yeah. This is the dark side of graphic design. We honestly need to just turn evil. Like, who cares?
yeah, let's turn evil. Start charging the a huge amount of rush fee. Here you
Yeah.
go. Here's a rush fee for
Well,
you.
if you ask for like more than 2 revisions, it's going to be an extra $30. Like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, $30. Here you go. Here's with the rush fee, here comes another revision.
One extra revision is going to cost you $10. So,
Oh man. So you touched up on a little bit on this, but how do you deal with critiques?
um, it kind of depends on the critique. For one, like if you ask for a critique and you get like good constructive criticism, take it. Like absolutely take it. If you're asking for it, take it. Um, and if even if you're not asking for it, like just understanding where that person's coming from, even if it's hateful, like obviously like take it with a grain of salt all the time.
Yeah.
But if it's hateful, and just try to pick out what they really mean and see how you can actually implement it into like your next project. It's kind
Like
of like how I see it.
see
Like
past what was said.
see
Yeah.
past see past the hate and just like the BS. Like actually just understand it fundamentally and just see how you can implement it next time.
Good advice.
Yeah, I just think like even if it's like terrible, like you just need to think about like, okay, what do they truly mean, and like how can I actually like just do this like properly? I mean, I'm kind of probably just being confusing at this point.
Yeah.
It's hard to actually explain it, but if you know what I mean, like I appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you ever and well, I won't say encourage that sounds actually probably not good, but
Let's see what you say.
no, so do you believe that people depending on the situation should be able to give you like unsolicited feedback like if they genuinely like want to help?
Yeah,
um
okay.
yeah.
I think it's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with people giving advice, because I think at the end of the day, it's always just gonna make you just a better designer or like a better person.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you don't agree with the advice, like then you're like, okay, let me not do that. That's still helpful.
Yeah.
So like knowing who you are and knowing how you want to make yourself better is like very important. And advice, even if it's unsolicited, can help with that.
Yeah.
So
And that's true. And you and I have both had that experience of like
yeah,
being,
yeah.
like, hey, that guy, even though I didn't ask him for a critique, he has a point. And
It's like wow, I hate this guy, but well played. Like
it's just I hate this guy. Well played. Well
he's got a
played.
point there. I give it up.
Yeah. Yeah, give it up for him. He's a jerk, but here you go. I'll give you the credit for me
Credit where
doing
credit's due. You got a good point there. I need to implement that. Yeah.
better compositing. Great. I'll try to remember that.
Yeah. See, look, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. Don't remember the person. Remember the advice thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I've talked to actually a lot of people on Discord, and there's been a few times where, oh, okay. So on Twitter, let's go to Twitter for a second. Okay.
We put on the Twitter now. Okay.
Yeah, let's put down the Twitter. Let's there's this one dude. I remember this guy. I don't remember who he was, but he came out with it was a pretty good sketch. You could kind of tell he was learning. I wasn't gonna say anything about because
Right. Yeah.
I'm not super great with human faces. Like I'm okay at it, but
Okay.
this guy decided as a freelance job for this one particular organization for this event for it was a Smash Brothers tournament that he was
Okay.
doing an illustration for. It was a sketch for like Roy. It had Roy in it. It had Ike in it. It had like a few other characters in it. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, this guy didn't he didn't he didn't sketch out Pikachu super well, and
Okay.
I've made a few Pikachu illustrations myself, and
Yeah.
I took them off of my portfolio, so I had to like I I looked at that, and his whole arm, he was facing the he was facing the viewers, and his
Yeah.
whole arm was coming out of his stomach while his back was turned away from his audience, and
Okay. Yeah.
his shoulder was super dislocated, and so he was waving
Yeah.
like
Broken
this.
shoulder. Oh my god.
Yeah, you kind of get where I'm going with on
Yeah. Yeah.
this.
So
So
that might have been a problem with his shading or something. I feel like it could work if you just like shaded it better. Maybe I don't know.
you would think that.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
think. I mean, I've never seen it, so maybe it was so bad. I'm like, oh, never mind. You can't do anything. It's just it's unfixable.
Yeah, and you would think it was a shading. And
Right. Right.
some people agreed with me on that it wasn't really a
Oh,
shading
you
issue.
commented.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
commented. I made my own Pikachu sketch just to kind of show him like side by side. Hey,
Yeah. Give him an example. Like here's a reference you can maybe use. Like
yeah.
yeah.
And so I said, here's an idea that I have for um a bit more of a better anatomy
Yeah. Yeah.
um versus that. So,
Right. Yeah. Right.
and it was unsolicited advice, but
It was
his
just unsolicited. I mean, okay.
yeah, and so I was going, you know, I I think that maybe in the future this is what it could look like,
Yeah.
and so I let him take it with a grain of salt. But then his I think it was his audience that came back. His audience was like, "Oh, you're just trying to tear him down and do this and that and the other." And I said, "Dude, listen, I have learned that lesson a long time ago.
Right.
I'm not going back there. If I give people, even if it's unsolicited advice, guess what? I want to help them. I don't want
Yeah.
to tear them down."
I don't think
So,
there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I would say like maybe
yeah,
it's a hot take, but I would agree with you.
yeah, absolutely.
And like you just if you're giving unsolicited advice, though, you just need to know like how to do it respectfully. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I agree. Because some people will give unsolicited advice, and it's like, it is, like you said earlier, it can be mean as crap.
Yeah, it can
And
be really rude.
I don't believe in that. I actually, there's about two or three people that came to me a few times,
Uh,
and they said, "Hey," well, once per each, but hey, they said, "Hey, Devin, I have a graphic." I have a design that I'm trying to work on, and I think it's finished, but I really need your feedback. Can you
yeah.
give me the most brutal feedback you ever have, and I'll change it the design. And I specifically told them, I said, listen, I don't believe in brutal feedback, but I'll tell you, and I'll give them my 2 cents in the most
Don't believe in brutal
respectful
feedback. Believe in
way.
honest feedback. You know.
So what were you saying?
I said don't believe in brutal feedback, but you should believe in honest feedback.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be honest, not brutally
Yeah.
honest, but honest.
It can be
But
honest. It should be honest all the time.
it should always be honest. Yeah. Yeah. And so,
So yeah.
what was the moving on to the next question? What was the most insulting thing any of your clients or even just anybody in general has ever told you?
God, that's tough. Actually, hmm. This might be another question where you might have to go first, so I can have it. I can think about it.
Okay, so I got a funny story.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see if
So
it's.
back in 2022, and this was
Yeah.
before AI was a thing, where it
Right.
could make its own content. So I used to do 2D illustrations of a lot of my OC Yoshi OC, right? And so
Yes, yeah.
I had his arms crossed and one of the graphics, and so his arms were crossed. I got to show you this image here.
Okay.
And there was a kind of a materialistic design while, still having my grain textures. Let me take a screenshot of it. Oh, and y'all can see that here, which is not bad. Let me snip this. But had a lot of texture in this. There's some depth of field in it,
Yeah, yeah.
and you would see these eggs. There's a whole pattern of eggs that was surrounding him, and so I posted it. I was advertising it. I was like, hey, here's my graphic.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was my banner, my Twitter banner.
Yeah.
So I posted it. Got to the Photoshop Discord because Photoshop has their own Discord server.
Yep.
And so this kid comes or looks at my design and comes to me and goes, "Hey, nice design and all, but you know what you should do? There's too much texture on this image, and
Okay.
he goes, you really should remove that depth of field that you have in there, and then otherwise, and then after, and once you do that, it'll be better." And
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
chewing on that thought. I'm chewing on it. I'm like, no, something sounds wrong with this. Something is wrong with that critique. And so I
Yeah. So
started
what would your response to that? Yeah.
I started investigating this dude, man. I was putting him on blast. I mean, not like shouted him blast. I don't ever want to do that, but I was
Yeah. Yeah.
asking him so many questions. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "How much experience in graphic design do you have?" And he says, 1 year. And I said, "Oh, and have you worked with any clients before?" He goes, "Yeah, I helped a friend out a little bit here and there, but that's about it. I never actually uploaded any of my own designs that I did myself." And I said,
Yeah. Okay.
"Oh, so what's your Behance portfolio?" He goes, "I don't have one." And that's when I said, "Listen, kid, one day when you're skilled at graphic design," I said, "that's when he can start critiquing. Like that's the that is a good situation to be in when you actually are at that person's skill level, or even higher up than that. That's when he can start telling people, hey, this is what you can do." And
Yeah,
and
I
he,
can kind of see that. I can kind of see that perspective,
and
but at the same time, even if like sometimes it's good to get a perspective from someone that's actually less experienced when you think about it too. Like sometimes I ask people that don't uh, that don't do graphic design, like, hey, what do you think about this image? Like, what do you immediately think of when you see this? Because they're going to have a different perspective on it than someone that has years of experience.
yeah,
Like having different perspectives can actually help. But he also he could have been a bit better about that, I guess,
yeah.
about that situation.
And the thing is I can agree if you're asking somebody who's maybe if
That's
you're
also fair. Yeah.
yeah, if you're asking them like your general audience, even if they're not as experienced, like, hey, what do you think of this? Then that's a different situation. But if you're the professional, and if the other person doesn't know how to, he doesn't have a better grasp on graphic design, then I'm like, okay, well, that is a
That's valid.
situation, yeah, where you shouldn't even say anything. Like
Yeah. So
it's
like so
arrogant.
for example, maybe like what
Yeah.
if he had 1 year of experience but he was amazing. Would you take that advice a bit better?
If
Or
if he was amazing, I would say, you know what? Okay, I respect that. If he can
yeah, I
show
think
me, if he can show me your Behance portfolio, I respect that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, if like I think like someone giving you advice, it can be good, but if they have like the credentials to like actually back it up and like show you why you should be taking that advice, that's actually pretty important too.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, it's a different situation. If you're the one who's asking, then you don't. Yeah. Then
Oh
then you
yeah,
got to
right.
take
That's
it.
true.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah. Exactly. I got to tell you, I trust you're a little bit more skilled in graphic design than I am. So I know you
Appreciate that.
won't, but I trust that if you have any unsolicited advice, then
All
hey,
right, I'll start messaging you on the daily. Yeah,
okay, do it.
but like
uh,
usually I don't give unsolicited advice, but if you ever need solicited, just let me know. Like I can definitely help.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, what do you
My
uh
worst experience.
Yeah, what's your worst experience with
I think
anybody about
it's
your designs?
it was like someone it was someone through like I think Twitter, but basically it was like another Smash design. So it was like a esports one, and I love designing, and I specifically love designing esports designs and like games because I grew up on games and I like mixing both the hobbies. But they basically called it cringe that I was doing
Uh,
something Smash related, or like that I was doing something that I found like really awesome.
mhm.
And I think advice like that is, well, it's not even advice, it's just like being rude. I don't think you should take that. I think you honestly should just make whatever you are happy with and what you see as fun. You shouldn't be doing it for someone else. You should be doing it for you. Unless obviously like it's commission or something, but you should be doing the design for you. And that kind of
Yeah,
like helped me realize that.
yeah. So I know there'll definitely be critics and stuff, and they can say whatever they want, but it's
Yeah.
like it's when they
They can
start.
say
It's
a Smash design is like stupid and cringe or like that like something else like that.
yeah,
But like at the end of the day, it's whatever you think is like cool to you and like whatever you want to do. Like
right.
that's what art is. It's like you're expressing yourself.
Yeah.
So
But then when they start backseating it, it's like, whoa, whoa. The backseating is not okay. It,
like come on, man.
it, yeah. Again, pointing back to what I said, like, you better have some evidence of your,
I'm gonna have some evidence on
of,
why I should take this advice. Like
yeah,
or like or show me even if you don't have evidence or like a background on it, show me how it would be better. You know,
yeah,
like if I did this, like tell me why it would be better. And
yeah,
explain it to me like how from like just an artist standpoint or like from a viewer's perspective on why it would be better instead of just only giving me the advice. Show me how it would actually be useful.
yeah.
You know, okay.
You know what you remind me of this? Okay, so when you're talking about the kid or whoever it was saying it was
Yeah,
cringe
random
graphic.
person on Twitter. I don't even know who it was, but
Yeah, whoever it was. Dude, there was this one guy who okay, I don't remember who it was specifically. I don't think it was Chains Rebellion. It was like somebody else who he remade the Melee cover, the gaming cover for Melee in
okay.
modern CGI with Link from.
That's crazy. I don't think it was Chain, but
I don't think it was. It was like somebody.
I don't I don't know who it would be. But
His name starts with an A. Um,
ooh, I don't know.
yeah,
Some of the letters I just don't know. I
yeah.
know.
But he made the graphic, and then this dude comes up, posts something on his Twitter. He goes, man, this cringe butt person just completely used AI in order to make this Melee cover. And yeah, and I was like, whoa. And I looked at the responses, and literally the artist takes a screenshot of Mario, Pikachu,
Right.
Link, everybody just like flipping him off, and then everybody else just joins in with him,
Oh
and
wait, I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that before. Like
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I like that. Like that was it was really funny.
it was funny. I was like, dude, come on, you don't have to go around like accusing somebody
Like yeah, I mean some
of
people just basically like the rage bait, you know.
they do. Yeah, they like to rage bait. Sometimes you
But
just got to
like
make content out of it.
you do, and like I mean we're doing it right now, so
Yeah, dude, for real.
like yeah. Okay,
Um, oh my gosh, it's been like
hit me with the next question. I'm ready.
yeah. So, um, what was the weirdest or maybe even the funniest interaction you've had with anybody?
Like
And
in terms of like
in terms
a
of graphic
commission,
design, yeah.
that's tough. Again, let me get another good question. Oh my god, I completely blanked. I'm trying to remember it. Like I had it in my mind and it's gone. I don't know why. It, it's not funny. This is not funny at all. But like getting scammed. Like I've gotten scammed a numerous amount of times.
Yeah.
Like off of like, and this is why you should always take payment at least half up front, in my opinion. But I've been scammed multiple times, and it's like I've been having like the most friendly conversations with these people, and they never respond to me again after I complete their design. And like
Oh yeah.
it's not funny in the moment, but like when I'm thinking back about like when I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, oh, it was kind of funny that like this happened to me and like how I can actually learn from this. Like it really isn't that serious. Like I would lose maybe like $15 out of it, maybe. Like this was kind of like starting out.
Oh yeah.
I would lose like maybe like 15 or $20 at most. And as a kid, I'm like, okay, that sucks. But as an adult, I just think about it, like think back on it, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like how I was like friendly with these people, how I was like having a fun time, and then they just like outright just scammed me. Like
Watermarks.
watermarks, those are pretty important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you use watermarks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I actually know a client. I won't say who because he's probably gonna watch this VOD, but he's gonna message me on DMs earlier. I'm sorry, man. I forgot all about the
It's
project.
yeah, I have that also reminds me. I'll wait for you to. But
he so I was gonna design a stream graphic for him, and then he goes yeah, oh, he goes, I love this, and of course, I watermarked it, and he goes, I love this design. I really want to I want to pay for it, but I got stuff that I need to pay for. I got other bills I need to pay for, and so on and so forth.
oh my god,
And I'm like, and I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I am gonna try about 16 times to follow up with him on his amount that's due, and he
yeah,
just finally in the summertime I was like, okay, I give up. Like, I'm not gonna send him this amazing graphic that I made that he could have had, but
right, yeah.
um, yeah. So well, yeah, and that's
That
the end
is,
of that
I have an
story. Yeah.
experience with that right now too. Like I finished a design, haven't sent it yet because I'm waiting for payment, and I watermarked it, and they have like not responded to me in 2 months. But I've worked with these people in the past, and like it's just unfortunate like that just sometimes happens where you make the design, you watermark it, so you're still safe on payment, but you also use that time,
Yeah.
you know, and
Exit.
that's still something because time is money.
Time
So,
is definitely money.
but yep, happens to the best of us.
Yeah. What were you gonna say
About what?
about when I was talking about
Oh, that was the thing. That was the thing.
oh, that was the thing. Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That was definitely not my it wasn't my funniest moment, but
Not the funniest. I
mm,
probably have a funnier moment, but I honestly just that was like on my mind for some reason. So
yeah. Yeah, it's and so but that happens, like people will try to do that stuff.
I know it's kind of
Um
crazy. Like,
yeah,
how are you a human being just like trying to screw over someone else? It's kind of insane.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
this is also not funny, but like when people like when you create a design, maybe you watermark it too, but people just don't have the money to pay you. Like, why'd you even ask for the commission in the first place?
Yeah. Oh, I'll pay you an exposure.
Oh
Well,
my god, bro! Don't even get me started. That's happened
you'll
like 5 times.
yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, you'll pay me an exposure with other people who want free stuff. No, no, thank you.
I'll pass.
Yeah. Uh-uh.
How about exposure and money? That'd be great.
Yeah, uh-huh. Exactly. Do you know what apartment expenses are? You know what all these
Oh
other
yeah,
expenses?
my
Yeah,
rent
okay.
money is kind of insane. Like, I gotta
Yeah.
think about groceries, man. Like,
Yeah. Man, there's a and if this, by the way, just letting you know, if this is a topic you're not comfortable with, just hey, stop me. You can be like, hey, that's weird. Don't even
okay,
talk
I
about it.
mean,
Like,
we'll see. Yeah.
I'm not okay. I don't know what your stance is about, well, like NSFW stuff. Like, I
Okay.
think,
Yeah. Yeah.
weird. Well, yeah, like, but yeah, I don't believe in, like, there's stuff that people put out there, like there's, pornography, and there's like other NSFW things, like characters depicting of themselves getting
Right. No. Yeah. I do know what this stuff is. Yeah.
drunk. Yeah, so I'm not about that. Like, if it's
Yeah. Yeah.
artistic, fine. It can be artistic, but
This
man,
is my thought process on it is, or what were you gonna say? I want to see your perspective first.
so I decided I was gonna make, and the things I make are I make sure they're artistic, you know.
Yeah,
But I decided
guys are always got their artistic touch. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of I'm gonna take a picture of my couch. All right, because why not? You know, I'll take a picture of it. So there's my Yoshi character. He's laying on his back, in his socks and only his socks, and he's just
Okay.
on his phone. You know,
Yeah.
he's casually looking on
Yeah,
his phone.
that's just
Mhm.
casual. Like you're not gonna have shoes on the couch, you know? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and you know everything's hanging out and stuff. He's looking on his phone. This dude, I don't know if he was like 15 years old or what, but he starts role playing, and I'm thinking not to be
Like,
age
is this on
discriminatory.
Twitter or like what's happening?
No, this is on a different site, but I was like, I not to be age discrimination, not to be. How do you say it? I'm not trying to show age discrimination. It's
Right.
just I feel a little too old to be role playing unless if it's for like a job interview or something like that. But
Role playing
um,
for a job interview is crazy.
yeah, and so he goes
And yeah, that's totally fair.
he
Like
goes
if it makes you uncomfortable and I want to do it, like it's weird.
Yeah. He goes, so uh he's playing as his own Yoshi OC, and he goes, hey, what's up? Sits by on the couch next to Dustin, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll see where this goes. And I said,
It could be friendly. I mean, yeah, it could be funny.
I said, hello, what's up? And he goes,
I can already see where this is going.
I forget his character's name. I was like, I'm Walter or something like that. And then in parentheses, you want to know what he puts in parentheses? Also nude. And I was like, oh
Oh
no.
my,
Oh
bro had the wrong idea. Holy shit.
yeah,
Has he
that's
has he ever seen Yoshi? Because Yoshi's literally he doesn't have any clothes on.
yeah.
Like Yoshi's a dinosaur. Like it's like come on.
He's a dinosaur.
And
And there are some people who respect Yoshi in like a, um I'll say NSFW kind of fashion, and then there's a lot of like a majority of the internet who will like if they get into that, it's like it's really bad. I was like,
right.
I don't want to be one of the one of those people in another Smash scene story who's like, hey,
Seventh
he
Devon, yeah. Like
yeah, there's this
the
guy named
documentary on
Seventh.
Seventh Devon, terrible.
Yeah, exactly. There's a documentary on Seventh Devon. He went ahead and just talked to this guy, and then they started talking about porn and stuff like that. And then we had to kick him out. And I was like, run. I told
Yeah, yeah.
myself, run.
At that point, delete everything. Like, like just like stop talking to that guy.
Yeah, yeah. Stop. Put the guy on mute.
Like I don't associate with any of that, but my perspective on not not role playing, but like my perspective on making NSFW, like if you're getting paid off of it, honestly, make your bag. Like who cares?
Yeah,
But like I'm not gonna be involved with that, so you know.
yeah. There,
Make your bag. If you're making money off of it, just do it. You know.
there
Like
was a Twitch viewer who asked me if I was doing commissions, and then
yeah.
I said, "Oh yeah, let's talk about it in DMs." So she DMs me, and she goes, "Hey, what do you believe? What do you think about NSFW art?" And I said, "Well,
Complete
in
random
the
question.
in the most appropriate way." And I'm thinking this is a, ooh, yeah, yeah, don't, yeah. But I was thinking, okay, I said this out loud. I said, I believe that there is an artistic side to it, but there's only so much that I'll do. Like my services on that are very limited, and
Right.
as long as it doesn't cross the lines or anything like that. And then I think she asked for something that was a little explicit, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
no
Like
thanks,
you don't have to take every commission. Like honestly, just like if you're uncomfortable, I want to do it.
no,
Like so that's 100% understandable. Like sometimes you just gotta let it go.
yeah, you got to cut your losses there,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But
yeah,
yeah. It's interesting topic actually. Yeah.
yeah. Um, have what? Okay. I was looking at the time there, so I like stopped
Oh yeah,
myself.
it's getting kind of close. So
Yeah. Um. So like, have you mentored any graphic designers?
have I
Like,
mentored any?
yeah, have you like mentored anybody who's new in the graphic design industry?
Huh. I don't know if I mentored anyone new per se, but I've always helped other designers kind of near my skill level or like maybe slightly lower. Like, I've given advice to a lot of people, and I'm a part of communities. Um, I help people quite a bit with like fundamentals, or like if they ask like, "Hey, what can I do better here?" and I show them like, "Here, you can do this." Like I do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I wouldn't consider myself a mentor though, but I would consider myself like a person that you could come to for like advice or like anything like that.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you ever mentored anyone? Or I feel like you've been in this scene longer than I have. So
Yep. Oh, I have. I
yeah.
have. I've mentored OneDrive. I've mentored. You probably don't know this guy, but Ziento. Um,
Yeah, I know, but that's awesome.
yeah, yeah. So Overdrive, he's a really good dude.
Oh yeah, I've heard about Overdrive actually,
He.
and I've also taught like helped him a little bit too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah. He's came up to me with there was this one graphic that he made with Steve, and
yep.
I can't remember if it was a PR graphic. It wasn't like a top 8 PR graphic or anything, but it was literally just like a portrait image of Steve, and he wanted help with that. So I was giving him some tips and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like all you got to do. Like you all you got to yeah, all you got to do. I don't know where I'm going with that. So
Yeah. Right. Okay, so we're cutting it a little bit close here to the 2 hour mark, but real quick, we're gonna talk about the gaming specific questions.
okay.
So who well, we probably saw this earlier, but who do you main in Smash
I
Ultimate?
mean, like it's got to be King K. Rool.
Yeah. What got you into K roll out of curiosity?
I mean, it's kind of a long, not really a long story actually, but basically, when I started playing this game, I didn't know who I wanted to main, and it was like when I was like in middle school. This game has been out for 7 years. That's insane. Like, or is it longer than that? No, I'm pretty sure it's 7 years, but it was like eighth grade, and I didn't know who to play, but my friend was playing Marth, and I chose K. Rool just randomly, and I did the back air. That was the first time I've ever spiked anyone, and I was like, oh my god, I have to play this character. He's so fun, and I just played him literally every time I opened the game. So now I just play him competitively too. Like I think at the moment I'm ranked like number 50 as like best K. Rool in the world, which is like pretty awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
And like I've worked hard for that, like for sure. Like I've tried a lot of tech with him, and it's like I think he's very easy to play, but he's very hard to win with, like at a high level. So
Yeah. Yeah. So how
what
many
about you?
like
I'm guessing you
oh,
play yours.
yeah, Yoshi, Link. Yeah,
Who
I
could have
play
thought?
I play both of those two characters.
Okay.
So, um I mean Yoshi got me into Yoshi was a super weird story, but
Okay.
I was just a weird kid, and we'll say that my before I even got into the character, my old neighborhood friends were like, "Oh yeah, hey, Yoshi's trash in Brawl. Ah, he sucks." And
Okay.
it was like it's not like his it's not like the Yoshi fans are all gonna hear that through the
Right. Right.
desktop that was like in the room next or behind us. But yeah, I felt this need to like
The
defend
drive to prove them wrong.
to prove them wrong and defend
Yeah.
Yoshi and stuff like
And look,
that.
and look
And
where you are now. You're a hiker.
yeah,
So
yeah, I
it
am
paid off,
hyped.
I guess. Like,
Yeah, and then Link, I wasn't always a Link main, but in Ultimate, I really liked his bombs because at the time it really reminded me of Snake and his C4s.
yep,
So
that's fair.
yeah, I really like that.
I really wish Link was better in this game. Like he seems like a cool character, but he's just like I don't know. He's like just I don't know.
I think what
Just
makes people not want to play him is how technical he is.
yeah, tentacle and like he's not worth it because some characters are just like less tentacle than him, and they're just like way better. You know.
Yeah,
So he's hard to play, hard to master, and hard to win with. So
kind of is. I mean, he hits hard, but
yeah, maybe
he
maybe maybe not the hardest to play, but he is hard to master and hard to win with. So
yes, it took me years to master Link.
yeah.
I'll be real. So how many locals have you played?
Oh my god, I think I played like um seven. Jesus. I have to. It's about like 100 at this point. Like I've been to 100 locals. I think
Do you remember which one is your most challenging bracket?
my most challenging. Well, that's also tough. But the locals I go to are there's a lot of like challenging players there, but it's not like the hardest region in the world. But I think my like hardest bracket was probably it was a monthly actually. Are we counting those? Is that fine? Or
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so it was a monthly, and basically I had to fight. You know who Anarchy is?
I've heard of him.
Yep, he is the best ninja in the world. I had to fight him. It was terrible. And like K. Rool Greninja, not an easy matchup. Let me tell you, it's like a -2,
Mm,
and he made it seem like a -1 billion because I couldn't even kill him. So
yeah.
it was actually the hardest character I've ever had to play in my life. Like it was
Yeah.
like so bad,
Yeah, that sounds
and
that
that was
sounds
probably my
rough.
hardest. It was my hardest bracket probably. What about you?
Yeah, I have to say I only played four locals, but I do like Wi-Fi tournaments a little bit more just
That's true.
because
You're more Wi-Fi. Yeah, I forgot.
I am a little bit more Wi-Fi because yeah, there's you don't I have traveled an hour away, which is not bad. I mean, an hour is
That's not
an
bad. That's
hour.
kind of like how much I've traveled too. So to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, so it's the local that I went to. Actually, that's where I actually got to talk to Fatality in person.
Oh,
Um,
it's also. Oh wait, that's actually funny you say that because I actually designed his thumbnails.
oh, yo, just now. I mean, not
Yeah,
just now, but
I designed some of them. Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So
that's cool, dude.
I know. Insane connection. Oh, and the only reason I got that connection was because I went to a Smash local too. Like I met this guy named Solo Jones. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he used to design or help video edit Fatality's videos,
Hmm.
and he just got me connected because I made some designs for the bar fight local for free. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
just it connections are everything. Like and word of mouth is everything. Like you want to have connections.
Definitely.
Sometimes you gotta like do some hard work, like even some stuff for free for like the long term benefits. So
Yeah, yeah. When you're just starting off,
especially when you're
yeah,
newer, so like
free is gotta do it
like
for free when you're first starting off.
yeah, like do it cheap, do it for free, and then once you're good or once you're just better, and you're actually getting people to like come to you, that's when you raise the prices and you actually like have like a little like side hustle for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Um,
so I now do fatalities thumbnails because I played Smash. Isn't I mean it's kind of funny, you know.
yeah, that's amazing.
Most of my connections and like most of the networking opportunities that I've created for myself is literally because of playing Smash Bros. It's kind of funny. Like
Yeah,
you don't know where you can end up with like random hobbies. So
really don't. Yeah, because
yeah,
they can turn
I'm sure you've
into.
gotten work off of Smash as well, like
Yeah, I
and
have.
connections. Yeah, exactly. And it's just
Yeah,
because you played the video game. So
yeah. I've done
like
I've done a few graphics. One for or a batch for Coolan, like I said earlier. I've done.
yep,
I've done work with Team Ultra. So
yep, Team Ultra. Yep, we go
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. So what's kind of steering away from Smash for a moment? What other games do you look forward to playing in the future?
Look forward to playing in the future. The only problem with where I am now in my life is that I really don't have like a lot of time for a lot of games. I feel
Yeah,
like we might have probably maybe similar issues. Um, just because I got work, I have school, I have like family I have to attend to, stuff
yeah,
like that. But and I'm not like it's hard to like find new games to be passionate about when I don't have the time.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
true.
maybe like old games to go back to. Like I always love Minecraft,
Oh
like
yeah,
especially with friends. Like the 2 week Minecraft phase, like everyone knows what that is.
yeah.
Um, happens all the time. I love it, and that's like one game that I'd always go back to because it's just like it's nostalgic, but it's also just a good game. So
Yeah, absolutely. Minecraft. I used to
Dude,
have
Minecraft is so good. Oh my
I,
god.
I had a close friend who, yeah, he'd always want me to jump on Minecraft. I'm like, I don't like the 8-bit
Yeah,
look, but
as
then
you should. To be fair.
I hopped on. I was like, yeah, this game's okay, but yeah.
I mean, it's
So
not for everyone though. Like, yeah,
yeah, it's not for everybody. I do respect it though.
yeah,
It can also encourage creativity, and that's what I like
exactly.
about it.
Like, it's creativity for sure.
Yeah,
What about
dude.
you? What game are you looking forward to?
Okay, have you seen Metroid Prime 4?
Yes, but I don't know too much about it. But
Okay. It's an interesting one because it's
yeah, yeah,
it looks like a really good game. Uh I don't like the fact that okay, I said psychic powers at the beginning of this podcast, but
yeah,
like she has psychic powers, but as I was watching it more and more, it turns out it's really her tech that's doing it. Not like
yeah.
not
Oh,
like
that's
a
fair. Yeah.
weird spiritual. It's not a weird spiritual thing. So I don't know. It's like I'm thinking I want to buy the game, but I don't really know.
And how much
So
of it is it's going to be $60? You think, or
it's probably gonna be. I think it's gonna be $80.
oh my
I think.
god,
I haven't
that's
looked at
good.
the price.
Yeah, like Nintendo, like the Nintendo. I love Nintendo games, but like they're so pricey nowadays. It's insane.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't looked at the price, but that's what I think.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's probably gonna happen. So it's gonna be like
Yeah,
60, 70, or 80. Like
yeah,
one of the three. So good luck.
yeah. Right. I agree. But
And
that's what.
also, I think Metro Prime 4, it looks pretty good. Like the only problem is that like it's been like literally years. Like they've been taking forever.
Yeah, it has been years. It
Yeah.
has been years.
So
What was the first game you played?
the first game I ever played,
Yeah.
Pokemon Black.
Oh, Pokemon Black.
Yeah. Have you played Pokemon or?
I have. I used to play it a lot, and then I tried Pokemon Black. And to be honest, that was my last mainline Pokemon game. But it was fun though. It started to become a little bit of the same thing, and
That's fair. Yeah.
that's why I
And
stopped playing it.
I personally love it. Just also it's just nostalgia too. Like I can't help that.
Yeah.
But I think it's the best game in the series. Like we're best main. Like I think Pokemon Black 2 is actually the best.
Mm,
But it, like the music's amazing. The characters are amazing. Like N, for example, he's like one of the coolest like anti-heroes ever in Pokemon. Gets this. That's my favorite character of all time. That also might be just a red flag, but he's like so cool. Like I love his character design, and I think he's like um just a cool villain. I don't know. Very
yeah.
like misunderstood, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we're gonna wrap up this episode here of the
okay,
Get
yeah.
to Know You podcast. But before we go, Tease, how would you rate this podcast on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
Solid 9.
Nice.
Solid 9 out of 10, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
Not enough payroll questions. I gotta be honest. That's probably what's stopping you from being 10 out of 10.
The K roll questions.
Yeah.
Gotta.
Not just for me personally. You have to ask this to like everyone else, like more payroll questions, I think.
Okay. Okay. You were saying more. Yeah. Yeah. See, I could have asked a little bit more K roll questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's a common mistake. I get it, but like, like next time, yeah, that'll get the 10 out of 10 spot you're looking for. So,
There you go.
yep.
All right. And then who would you recommend as the next guest for this podcast?
In terms of graphic design, I would say retro artist. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I think he would be like way better than me, honestly, just because of he's been in the scene for a bit longer, and on top of that, he's very hardworking and he does a lot more graphics than I do.
Yeah. I'll ask him
So
too. I was actually thinking, like, wonder if retro artist would be a.
I think he would. It would like definitely. I think you should at least try because he would be a great person to have on the podcast, and I'd definitely watch that one for sure. So
Yeah. I got to ask him how he he produces mass content.
How,
You
how
know,
does he produce 2,700 graphics and it's not even like the end of the year? Like, how
how
does what is his how does he do it? Like, really don't I don't know. Like, what's his secret?
I genuinely think he's hiring a team. Like,
He has to be. I mean, like the retro artist team, it's got to be something.
yeah.
Or he's on drugs. I don't know which, but I mean, it's
he
one of the
doesn't
two, and I don't know. We need to find out. So,
he doesn't sleep.
oh yeah, and that it's probably a mix of everything that we've just mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you everybody who's come into the podcast, and TeaS, thank you so much for being part
Thank you
of
for having
the
me. Yeah.
podcast. Absolutely, man.
I was
And
a bit nervous at first, and I mean, I might have stepped it a couple times, but it was definitely a good one.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it was a great one. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to raid. Who are we gonna raid today? Actually, let's go ahead and raid. Not maybe you know what about Super Girl Kells? She's playing some Smash Bros. Oh,
Never,
this is
I never heard of her, but hey, she
oh
would love it.
she's playing Brawl.
Oh, never
Or
mind.
or yeah. There's Zane. You know who
Oh,
else we could?
it's a good one,
Yeah,
but
Zane's a good
what are
one.
you thinking?
We could also raid. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go with Zane.
Yeah, he's a sick bet. I mean, gotta love the guy. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's go ahead and raid Zane. Absolutely. Devin, also thanks for joining the stream. The other Devin. And
I was wondering why you said that. I was like, wait, what?
you're like, wait, huh? You're talking to yourself?
Yeah, literally. I didn't know what you were talking about there, but that's fine.
Yeah. That's funny. And let's go ahead and raid Zane. And y'all have an amazing rest of your week. And also, we are going to be back most likely on New Year's Day, having our first 2026 stream. Y'all
Well, let's go.
enjoy your holidays and take care.
See you guys.
Right. Yo,
All right.
that was awesome.